Sagittarius, I'm hearing a Elvis Presley song for you, so I don't know why, but always live in the bright light, I ain't never did no wrong. Now I know that life without you has been too lonely, too long, one night with you. So it might be one night stand, learning to live without someone. I can't live if living without you. So Livy, Newton, John, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. And I can't live without you, Livy. Evie, Stevie, Stevros, Stephanie. I can't live if living is without you. I can't live. So yeah, some of you might be leaving. Okay, leaving, and it's like, I can't live without you. So as you start to leave, if you're thinking about leaving someone, they might suddenly start saying, I can't live without you, please don't go. Please don't go. Someone could be listening to a lot of music, I don't know. But I'm hearing like, I can't live if living is without you, and I don't want you to go now. So some of you might be faced with an ultimatum of actually staying. But that's the okie doke. Are you going to fall for it or not? Okay, is it a Piscean or Life Path 3? Okay, but like, is that the okie doke? Okay, I can't live if living is without you, and I don't want you to go. Okay, so someone might be holding you back. Let's see, Jack, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. What is going on with Sagittarius for March 2023? Sagittarius, March 2023, please. Me Sagittarians. Oh, this. I'll put this back, and then it's come back out, Jack. Oh dear, Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Life Path 9, Virgo placement. You're dealing with a narcissist, you're dealing with PTSD, trauma, schizophrenia, paranoia, thinking that you've been gang stalked and fuck knows what else. Here. Okay, you do realise that an awakening is paranoia, right? You do realise that through an awakening, spiritual one, you get paranoid. Okay, you think that you're being watched and spied and stalked on and God knows what else and secluded. Was hearing John Clooney or Clooney, McCloonan. Let's see. Sagittarius for March 2023. Ten of Swords. It's over, Dave. It is over and over and over. But your message was, I can't live if living is without you. I can't get over it. There might be some grief here. Okay, or the name Griffin. But like, I can't live if living is without you. So what do I do without you here? So you might be faced with a decision to make here. Sagittarius, Taurus, or Life Path 5s. Okay. I can't live if living was without you, and I don't know what I would do if you was to leave. So that must mean that someone is possibly living with someone. Okay. In the reading that I did just a second ago, that was of Scorpio, someone was thinking about travelling and moving and actually leaving. Okay, because they were looking for somewhere else to live. Okay, now, if this happens to come up in your reading where someone through the Scorpio... Well, see, Scorpio, Aries, I read in numerology, right? Scorpio, Aries, Life Path 4. Sagittarius, Taurus, Life Path 5, right? If you're watching from a Scorpio perspective and you're watching that reading, and it was, I can't live if living is without you, and you're thinking about leaving and going, they really are thinking about leaving and going. In your reading, it's popped up here. Okay, it's cropped up, or the name Mandy or Crofts. But it's actually popped up now, the fact that someone could really be leaving. Okay. Leaving on a jet plane. Jeff, my name is Jeff, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Let's see, Sagittarius, what's going on with Sagittarius, please? Through March 2023. Queen of Cups, I can't live if living is without you, because I'm in love. So is this false love? Is it fake? I really don't know. Is it fey? But I don't know. It feels like that some of you are in love with someone that's very controlling, and your emotions are being manipulated, and you may or may not realise that your emotions are being manipulated, and it comes up of like where you're codependent on this person, relying on them very much. Okay, if you're not even connecting with someone, this is just getting over the grief and the loss of a mother, or a loved one, or a lover. Could be a Gemini, maybe. Okay, but like I'm grieving over the loss of a loved one that died, or Dana, or Dan, or I'm just in denial. This is denial here. Danielle, this is denial. Okay, I'm not actually in love. Okay, because you're manipulating each other to go or stay. Okay. Once you've made your mind up, a person kind of suddenly comes around to realise that you're leaving, and then when you do, they manipulate you to stay. Because they're codependent, they are relying on you to be the breadwinner, to be the emotional one that provides everything for them, that gives them everything. And as soon as the ultimatum turns up of like, okay, now I'm really had enough and now I'm considering leaving, oh no, please don't go. The song, right? Please don't go, I don't want you to go, I need you. For what? What do you need me for? I can't cope without you. So what is that? Is that tangible things or tangerine? Is it Led Zeppelin? But like, I can't live if living is without you, so what do I do? Okay, what do I do on my own? Okay. Let's see. Sagittarius, what have they got coming up for March 2023? Scorpio, there you go, came up in Scorpio reading. Now, the thing with Scorpio reading is, without me telling you too much what happened on Patreon, is that their whole table spread was excellent. It really was good. But there was an X energy here. And some of you are not contracted within a third party. Some of you are. There was a lot of travelling and moving on in that reading, because there were some really good cards and there were also some really bad cards. So I was on that one, I was really trying to segregate you guys and say, okay, if you're this, blah, 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 that, and all this sort of stuff. So there's an ending here. There's like grieving, the loss. This is personal, private, all of that kind of stuff here. Like a private eye detective. Some of you really do, I hate that word, gang stalking. Like, some of you just believe that you're, like, being watched and God knows what else, and fucking paranoid and took your phone down and everything else. And here. Let's see. Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius, please? Three of Cups. Piscean. Some of you are actually just gaining the courage and the strength to put yourself out there, or this person is. Like, I'm putting myself out there, okay, and I'm having the courage to do so, and I'm moving away from my ex, and I'm actually with someone, okay? So there is somebody here that is with a person, okay? Pisces, Pucci. Let's see. Let's see. Sagittarius, what's going on with Sagittarius, please? For March 2023. The Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I knew this reading was going to be difficult. Not difficult, but it's really not showing me too much signs of a storyline, Sagittarius. Is it over? Is it beginning? Is it a new person? Is there just here someone where the paradox has happened? Where like an X has a placement of 5 somewhere, like Sag, Taurus, life path 5. And they're grieving, but in this reading means that someone's moved on. They've physically moved on with their life and hooked up with someone, like meaning that there isn't a third party. Like if you're physically dating a person, right, you're physically dating them, and they're saying, yep, we're boyfriend, girlfriend, and they go off and they're sleeping with someone else as well, that's cheating, right? But if you guys are like metaphysically connected to an ex, you're not actually connected to them anymore. Okay, so here there's an energy of someone being free to do exactly what they want to do. They can go and be with whoever they want. So you could have, you'll see it when I show you the cards, because I normally move the camera down here at the end to show you, but it looks like that there's an energy of grieving and the loss of a loved one or a partnership that's actually moved on with their life and just getting on with it. Like they're just getting on with their own life here. Okay. It's an ending, okay, and they're just getting on well with someone else. So if you guys are like, okay, what's going on with this other person, blah, 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 I don't really know, and I want to know what's going on with them, they're in a relationship. They're connecting with someone else here. Now, if you are a Sag, Taurus, or a Life Path 5, and you are with someone, there you go, you are with someone, right? But I don't know where this 9 of Wands and this 10 of Swords is coming from, because there's a lot of paranoia that someone may or may not be dating another person, okay? But they are investing in that person here, and they're working towards achieving a goal here. I need to work more towards my goals. Let's see. Sagittarius. What's Sagittarius got coming up, please, for March 2023? Give me some more cards for Sagittarius for March 2023. The Five of Swords. I got Sagittarius sometimes. The moon. I get these readings, right? I get these readings, and this is why I come up with that notion of Libra when I say the sense that makes none. It's not making any sense, like any of this reading, really. There's a lot of arguments. There's a lot of like mind games, manipulation. There's a lot of maybe someone hiding their feelings and emotions and not wanting to divulge in them. And I don't really want to talk, and I don't really want to say anything about my emotions. And like, you know, sometimes when you're following cards, when you read cards, right? If you read cards, you'll know that when you're doing it, it kind of goes into a sequence and a pattern of behaviour. But this just feels like a monotonous cycle that's just Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian. They're kind of here. Like losing my temper at work. Okay, getting really annoyed at work. Getting annoyed with people not doing what I want them to do. Not being able to do what I want to do. And that I can't just live free to be able to do that. I'm chained by work. Say that you're working for someone and that they won't let you do what you want to do. And you want to be free to do that, but they won't let you. Okay. It's like that. Because someone here is looking at this person putting in all the work, and the other one's thinking, ha, 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 you're putting in all the work and I'm not. Like, kind of like, it's where someone like, oh God, I'm so tired and I'm so drained, and they're like, yeah, you'll be all right, just crack on. And you're like, well, can't you just give me a hand or help? And they're like, oh, really? No. So like, it, you know, you've got like an energy that is putting all of the work in physically, emotionally and mentally. Because this could be family. Like, I can't see this as a love reading. And the other person is just kind of like, I'm just watching you do it all. Like, I'm watching you do all of the work and put all of the work in and all of the effort in. And I'm just watching you do that, you know. And I'm sitting back, you know, living the life of luxury while you do all of that. And then I'm just going to let you do it. Right? But that's the thing, you see, here. Because even if that involves money and work, if someone does those kind of things off their own back, okay, they do it all off their own back. They don't ask, right? They don't ask for help. If you don't ask for help, then now you can expect another person's going to know that you need help. I need somebody help, not just anybody help. So if someone just does it off their own back and the other person is kind of sitting back letting the person do it, it's because they don't ask the person to do that, right? Right, for them. Like, you know, I really need some help. I need you to do that, right? If you have tried that and the other person isn't, they're not pulling their weight. Because this could be money related. Because there actually isn't any. Well, there's 7 of Pentacles here, money-wise. I can't see this as being a love life here, Sagittarius. Because I'm picking up, like, single energies. Wanting love. Queen of Cups wants to be cared for. But it's kind of like, where I am is just like, ugh. Like, it's not showing me any signs of anything but aggression and fighting. Like, just like an old fart, really. Right. Let's see. Sagittarius. What's Sagittarius got coming up for March 2023? Please give me some signs of life here so I can read it at least. King of Pentacles. Oh, my word. Fucking hell, bruv. Isn't it typical, eh, Dave? Oh, you didn't see the top of my head. So what was it, Stephen? Not even talking. Here, it says, okay, let's go for another cycle. Okay, Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, let's not talk. You know, what? Why can't you act like a fucking adult? Right, here. Because this can be, I don't know, this can be an ex. Like, someone's just constantly dealing with their ex, their father, their mum, like ex-husband, wife, some sort of like family gathering or Gavin or something. But this is a child or a childish person. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not speaking to you now. And you're kind of like, well, you get on my fucking nerves anyway, Dave, to be honest with you. Right? It's kind of like someone really dragging their heels and taking the piss. There are definitely families at war here that are not really getting on very well here. Because they keep going back to like family values or Valerie. or V, or Steve. God, I can see myself in my own dynamic here with a mother. But we function okay. There's this... Okay, is that a message? It's like this functional but dysfunctional way of living. Coping. Right? Or coupling. The name Cooper or Trooper or Abba or Abigail or Abbott. Right? But a very strange way of just coping. Right? I'm coping, but I'm bored, frustrated, fed up, not really a lot going on. Someone always arguing. And we talk and then we don't talk. You know. We say the odd words. Morning. Yeah. Where you going, work? See you later. Oh. I just wanted to talk to you for a minute. Oh, I ain't got time. You know. Sorry, but I just don't really want to talk to you. And you're like, oh. It feels like a retired person here, if I'm honest. Very tired and retired. Like, sometimes when people get retirement age, they get bored, they get frustrated, and they're always like, because what it feels like, this person's on top of you 24/7. They're always around you, all the time. It's like people that live together. Sorry, my nose is livy. But like, they're always around you all the time, and you can't breathe. Right? You can't fucking function. It's like, oh, I just want out. Like, I want to be able to do my own thing. I'm sick of being around this person smothering me to death all the time. Like, I can't seem to, can't get away. Right. And it does feel like that. It feels like just a general way of living. Frustrated. Can't seem to, like, win. Can't win an argument with the person that I argue with all the time. So that's getting very monotonously boring. And, you know, I need a win, but it's very strange because the King of Pentacles there should be a stable individual, but it might be a carry backer, you know. I'm carrying you financially and I'm carrying you doing all of this and I'm putting in all of the work and you're not. And, you know, you're not giving me a commitment and I want an equal kind of, well, equal, we're not the same, but at least I want some sort of input or some help. And it's kind of like families that are living together that are not really helping each other out. They're just kind of like, you know, waiting for the dawn or something. Dawn French. Girls on top. Ruby, Wax, Ruby, Ruben, Baxter. Is there any signs of life here? Well, I mean, sorry, because I keep looking at, because I can see my signs in here. Queen of Cups, Pisces. Death card, Scorpio. Three of Cups, Pisces. Wheel of Fortune, waiting. Waiting for something to happen. But meanwhile, there's a mother here or something like that someone's stuck with. Like, I'm stuck here. And I can't seem to get out. Like living with someone. Sagittarius. What have they got coming up, please, for March 2023? The Hierophant. The Ace of Cups. Starting to look a little bit better here. There is a relationship on the cards. You're either in one, and it's just going very slowly, okay, or it's just a monotonous cycle of the same thing that you're doing each month, each day. Like, not much change. It's just staying like the same as what it was last month, really, right? You got the Hierophant and the Ace of Cups, which means that there is a relationship here. And there is a marriage. And some of this is an actual married couple that are just bored with one another. They've been married for a long time. And they're kind of like, well, there's no passion, there's no love, there's no... It's just like, oh, how long we've been married? 50 years? You know, like that, like a struggle. That's how it feels. And some of you, like someone here is in a relationship, but one or two of you are not putting in that time and that effort to be with one another. You're kind of like annoying, like, oh, they're just annoying me all the time, right? I don't like to be touched and I don't want to be around anybody, like, and oh, they'll get over it, you know, just leave them. And yeah, here, there could be a new person. It could be someone new that's kind of coming up. I can't draw you any more cards, Sagittarius, because I do roughly the same for everybody unless I'm finding a really good storyline, but I just can't find one. some of you are in a relationship, but there's arguments. Okay, there is arguments arising this month. Definitely around a parenting kind of situation, around children and a parent. That's a definite given there. I'm hearing Def, Steph, Jeff. It's like I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I'm leaving, staying, coming, or going. Like, if I stay, should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? And it's like, I don't know, because I'm being manipulated to stay. So that's definitely over. But it's kind of like, okay, I think I made up my mind. Okay, what do I do? Wait longer for the inevitable. And it's like, okay, let's just give it one more go then. I'll give it one more try. Right. It's kind of like someone looking for a way out. Just give me one more excuse to get out of this altogether. Just give me one more chance. Because I keep picking up, like, when you leave, someone's like, just give me one more chance, please. I swear that I won't, or I promise you this, or I promise you that. Just give me one more chance. I'll prove that I can. Right here, change. Right here. For some, like, if that's related to like a relationship, because me, I have 3 placements of Scorpio. I don't beg anybody. I never beg anyone. Okay, like, you know, oh, promise to swear. I'm like, oh, fuck that. I don't try not to do anything anyway that's gonna have to make me do that. You know, but I got a feeling that some of you are here. Someone's going through this thing or whatever. It's kind of like, give me one more chance. Was there a Glenn Campbell? Honey, come back, I just can't stand. Each lonely day is a little bit longer. So someone here is just like, it's just one more day is a little bit longer that I'm still not got over my ex yet. And I'm still not prepared to move on yet. And each day just seems like a longer, drawn out cycle of Michael, Melissa, Michael Jackson, Julian. Like another long drawn out Long Island iced tea. Maybe someone from Ireland or Idaho. Or a hoe. Like, I don't know. Give me something. King of Swords. Something here is really looking up for you, Sagittarius. Right, I'm going to stop babbling now because I can't find a sequence of like, kind of, you know. It feels like argumentative energy, right? It does. And some of this is grieving. It's like getting over an ex. And I'm trying to move on, but I can't. And somehow that, like, the feeling that I'm getting is that there's an ex here somewhere, right, within this reading that is like a Sagittarius, Taurus, Life Path 5 person watching this reading as what I do as a reading, right? The other person that they may have been interested in or have met has like a similar placement. Okay, Sagittarius, Taurus, or Life Path 5 somewhere that puts them in here, which means that there's a grieving widow or a grieving ex. There's someone within being that ex that has moved on with their life and trying to get out and move in with someone and, you know, is free to do what they want. But there's someone that's not wanting them to do that. Like, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to go. I don't want you to find someone else. Like, you know, it's like that. It's like this complicated energy. Cool, that's a difficult one for me to read, Sagittarius. Let's show you here. Hope you can see. But if you can see, it doesn't make too much fucking sense because someone could be blind or the sense that makes none, and it could be a Libra or it could be the nun. I don't know. Or some of you just watch too much twat flame readings. Because there is something good here coming up. But it might be because someone's trying to leave. And as they try to leave, this king says, "Oi, where are you going?" You're like, "Oh, I'm just, you know, popping out to wash my hair and see a man about a dog with someone else." Right? And it's like, you know, don't leave me. I don't want you to go to that other man. Like, because I'm picking up, there's a woman here. There's a woman here that's in something that is trying to get out of something that is with someone, considering leaving, like actually considering leaving, but the male energy is begging the other one to stay, or Stacy. But like, I don't want you to go. I don't want you to be without me. And then it makes the other person think, I don't know, should I give this marriage a go? Should I actually give this another try? Like, should I try for another bye-bye, Jenny? Or don't go and have another fucking baby, for God's sake. That does not help any complication of a relationship. Sticking a baby in there, okay? Don't do that, okay? But I definitely keep picking up there's this, I promise I will change and I will try harder. When someone eventually makes their mind up to call it quits and call it a day, the other one kind of like tries to stop the female from moving on maybe into another relationship. So they get called back to go into the same one here. It's kind of like someone realising that someone's moving on with their life and someone getting slightly jealous that the person's leaving or going. So they start an argument and a discussion, and is this kind of like the only way to get this person's attention is to have an argument with them. Right. And then you either stay and you rework on the relationship again, and then you wait until next week and see what happens there with your reading, or this becomes a broken-hearted energy in a new person. Okay, it's up to you. I always say live a little. I always say play out a cycle for a few times, and when you can eventually get that lesson and realise, right, it is over. I've got to experience something else with someone new. Because I'm not learning anything, I'm not experiencing anything. I need to go my own way to experience things with different people and different connections and find out what it's like. And some people are afraid to do that. Like, they're afraid to move on because you probably think, well, if I move on, I'm never going to be able to get back. Of course you can. At a later date, you can probably get back with a person that you was with years ago. You can probably still bump into each other, But that doesn't stop people from moving on with their life. Now, for some of you are not, because there is, like I said, there is potential in some kind of relationship that is possibly already here, okay? But which means that the external energies are mothers, fathers coming together. But how can we do that? Because we've got obstacles to overcome that is relating to, like, my relatives and what they're like and what my parents are like and what your parents are like. And, we're trying to make it, but we've got things to organise and stuff, right, here. So we will see when we get over to the other side. So I'm going to do another 3 cards here and then clarify every single card a few times to see how it sort of turns out and what that really means, and if someone is turning over a new leaf or if there is a new person and how that seems to turn out and what the beginning part to the end part is like. Okay, you've actually got more cards than a lot of the others here for me to try and find that story for you somehow. So if you would like to join, it will be on the silver or silver and gold tier. All 3. Bronze, silver and gold. Bronze is like $3 or $4 for the whole month. And that gives you all 12 star signs and your numerology and your partner if you want to watch them. And you can watch it to your heart's content. But if you want weeklies, when the monthlies are finished, you'll need the silver or gold tier there. Okay? Because they are on YouTube is Next 48. On Patreon are full extended weekly readings done 2 days before anything. So weeklies will not be done on YouTube. That'll just be Next 48. And the weeklies are all be done on the silver tier. So you'll definitely need that if you want to see what happens throughout the weeks and the months. If not, then you got the join button there, which is ask me anything that you want. 1 question a week, 1 question a month, to tell you about how someone thinks or feels about you. How is it looking? Blah, blah, blah. And then you also get random readings and secret videos that are thrown over there now and again. But it's also, you get stars and stickers and fucking all sorts of shit with there. And it's very cheap and it helps me out. Please make sure that you give it, smash the like button and all that sort of stuff. Sagittarius, let's go over to Patreon and see what happens with your extended reading.